Welcome to the Cannabis Industry Lawyer, where I explain to you the marijuana laws so that you can help change them. Today we're going to talk about the States Act. The States Act stands for strengthening the 10th Amendment through Entrusting States Act of, well, whatever Congress we're in. What does it mean? Basically, it means that the states that have marijuana laws are going to be respected pursuant to a congressional action, which may help stop all of the problems that come from Controlled Substances Act Schedule I status for THC, including all of the numerous dozens of crimes that are committed by just any trafficking in cannabis because of the current federal law. Donald Trump recently said that he was going to support the States Act and allow states to have their own legal rubric when it comes to the regulation of cannabis. Do you really believe him? Well, that's what we're going to be discussing right now. We have about 4 things we're going to talk about why or why not the States Act will actually become law. And you're going to want to stick around until the end, as that is when we will tell you how to take action and tell your senators to support the States Act. First, why won't the States Act probably pass? 2 words: election November. 3 simple words: election in November. This stupid country. Anyway, it's June. It's the summertime. There's an election very, very shortly, and all of the representatives, they want to go back to their district and they want to ask all the cool people for as much money as they can get so that they can totally represent their interests. Well, that's all fine and good, but at the same time, it means that they aren't going to be on Capitol Hill doing anything until after Election Day, when you will have a lame duck session. The States Act that is in this current Congress will probably need to be reintroduced in the next Congress. That's one reason why the States Act might not happen, and so Donald Trump can say, like, yeah, I will totally support that act. As soon as it hits my desk, I will sign that bill. Here's the problem: it can't hit the desk because Congress won't vote on it. But assuming for some miracle that Congress actually acts, then what would happen? Okay, now would Donald Trump actually sign the bill and allow it to become law? He might, because if anything, the States Act and legalized cannabis in general is extremely popular with everyone, or 80% of the American people want it. So he would be able to do something that's very, very popular. And if anything, Donald Trump likes being popular. Perhaps then he would sign the States Act, but that implies that the States Act has actually been passed by Congress. It won't get passed by Congress this year, even with bipartisan support, because of the election in November, and also the Republicans would drag their heels on it because they still, 70%-ish of Republicans support the federal law, which is bananas, but whenever you check the Gallup data that comes out about what groups support legalized cannabis, what groups oppose legalized cannabis, by and large, it's still about 2/3 of registered Republicans don't support it. Remember that joke that I tried to make about Atlantic City? That's the thing, Donald Trump said that he's going to support it, and Donald Trump is like totally like the Wu-Tang Clan because the word is his bond. Just ask Atlantic City about Donald Trump's word. It's totally good. You can really believe it. He's like really honest. So let's fast forward then and say the Democrats take back the House and the Senate in this midterm election, which very frequently happens. The party that's outside the system is the party that becomes inside the system because everybody wants to throw the bums out. Weird how that happens every 2 years. You figure like America would be better at electing not bums. Would the Democrats then, with control of the House and Senate, totally pass the States Act and have Donald Trump sign it? Maybe, maybe not, because I am a cynical bank attorney that have seen a lot of self-dealing and cutthroating in my career. It's just how a lot of business gets done. What if, hypothetically, the Democrats now control the Senate and the House, which means that they have subpoena power and the Mueller investigation mushrooms, and it turns into what happened to Obama in 2014 through 2016 when the Republicans had it and basically nothing got done. I know, man, that would really suck that people would just be so intransigent simply for political reasons. Happens all the time. Hopefully, though, it won't, and there'll be a bipartisan solution. The States Act will pass, or better than the States Act passing would just be a simple, straight-up repeal of the Schedule I classification of cannabis under the Controlled Substances Act. Just rescind, excise, draw a line through, get rid of it, strike it, strike the the Schedule I Controlled Substances Act. The problem with that bill is that it doesn't have a wonderful acronym like the States Act, and 99% of all legislation that passes needs an acronym that sounds patriotic. So the States Act, the Strengthening the 10th Amendment through Entrusting States Act of 2018 still requires, the problem is, Congress needs to act. They're gonna be kissing babies and raising money until November. Just what's gonna happen. But I want you to call them. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode, the first one at the new office of the Cannabis Industry Lawyer. This is how. Well, first off, smash us a thumbs up and subscribe for more of these episodes so that we can continue to discuss the developments in cannabis and so that you can stay on top of them and help continue to change cannabis laws. Here's how you can right now. Dial 202-224-3121. That's 202-224-3121, and ask to speak with your senator, or there's two actually, so whatever one you think is more on your side, and leave them a message that says that they should support the States Act. Till next time, Cannabis Industry Lawyer, explaining the marijuana laws so that you can change them.